Welcome back on Kansas Sports Chatter. Time now for Next Level Talents, where we get to talk to former Kansas high school athletes that are now competing at a college or university in the state of Kansas. And to help us out with the segment today, we go to Lawrence to be joined with the University of Kansas volleyball player Rhian Swanson. Hey, Ryan, appreciate it. You're going in your senior year. Does it feel
Yes.
like 4 years removed, 4+ years removed from McPherson High School?
No, it's crazy. I feel like I was just there last year. I mean, I remember state volleyball. It feels like yesterday, so it's crazy.
For you, McPherson, roughly about 2.5 hour drive from Lawrence. Was that part of your decision when you eventually
Yes,
chose the Jayhawks?
definitely. I mean, I'm the homebody, so staying close to home was always in my back of my head, like trying to figure out where I wanted to go. I have three younger siblings, so I wanted them to be able to come to a lot of my games, and so they've been to almost every single one. So it's really cool. And I mean, I can go home whenever. So
Well, let's rewind 4 years ago. What do you remember about playing at McPherson High School for volleyball? What stands out?
yeah, I mean, I grew up with all of the kids I was playing with, so it was basically playing with my best friends. We grew up from elementary school playing club together, and so it was just some of the best times.
Making it to states 2 times. What was that experience like at
It
McPherson?
was super cool. I feel like I was younger. My first time, I think I was a sophomore when we made it, so it was super cool getting that experience. And we also moved down to 4A, which was a big change for us because we had been 5A previously. So it was easier competition, but we kind of felt like we fit in more. And so we could compete at that level.
Any specific matches? I know this is a while ago, but any specific matches that stood out to you that you're like, man, those are some heck of matches?
I mean, yeah, our rivals are is Bueller, so anytime we got to play them was super fun. I feel like one of my first freshman games was super fun because I mean they were chanting like she's a freshman, all of that stuff. Just all of it was super cool.
When you go into a match like that with McPherson and Bueller, whatever sport it was, what
Mhm.
was the intensity like in that rivalry?
It's crazy. I mean, we'll get like shirts ordered that say something against Bueller or whatever. We'll have the whole pregame meal just towards uh, getting ready to play against them and have tailgate stuff going on. It's super cool. Just the whole community comes together and tries to hype us up before we go into that game or match.
Any specific things that you learned in high school at McPherson that stood out to you, and also that you kind of carried you into your collegiate career that has helped
Mhm.
you with the success that you've had?
Yeah, I mean, I would say one thing that we really talked about in McPherson was having cocky confidence. So just being not like overly cocky or overly confident, but just having like that medium line to where you can go into a game feeling confident with your abilities and your skills. And that really transitioned well to college and being like a young freshman playing against some like 22-year-olds. So that really helped me with everything.
Anybody that you looked up to when you were growing up, whether they were playing at McPherson or somebody that kind of helped you out in your career?
I think definitely just all the KU girls that were here when I was looking at coming to KU. They all were super welcoming when I would come on visits or anything like that. So I really looked up to all of them.
Once you arrived on campus there in Lawrence, what was your first, maybe a welcome to collegiate volleyball moment? Were there any specific details that you remember, like, whoa, this is a different level?
Yeah, probably my first semester. I mean, the first day was crazy, just having to go to class, go to weights and volleyball practice. But definitely when we played Nebraska in the spring match of my first year. I mean, I was 17, playing in front of a sold out crowd. It was super cool and crazy, just a crazy environment. But it definitely helped me later on.
You talk about making that step from prep volleyball to collegiate volleyball. How, I mean, there's some obvious answers, but what is that step like for you, especially going back to that freshman year? What was that
Mhm.
transition like?
I mean, it's just crazy being probably the best hitter or best volleyball player in your gym to come into a team where there's 20 of you, basically. There's all of you playing at the same level. So you just have to kind of wrap your head around that and realize that if you want it, you're going to have to work for it.
Hey, Ryan, appreciate your time. Best of luck this fall.
Thank you.
That is Rhian Swanson with KU Volleyball joining us here for Next Level Talents.